if you want to win and go to market, you need to stand out. And by standing out means you need to do something different than everyone else, which would be something that would be different than what AI SDR would provide, which suggests that the model of, being very creative and thinking outside of the box in a tool like Clay and hopefully for some Apollo would suggest like that is still like kind of where like the alpha lives. And it's the only way to really achieve it is by using something like that. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Go ahead, James. Did you want to jump in there?
No, I just think, there's nuance in everything, right? And there's probably some middle ground too, where I think there's some players out there that are doing some automation and AI outreach based on certain signals. And so if you were to carve up the landscape of accounts based on the data they're spitting off, I think the most obvious one is like, hey, someone comes to the pricing page. You probably don't need a human to reach out with a specific human message for that, right? But maybe for those who have never responded or aren't giving you much data, like maybe that's where you need the repeat human ingenuity to kind of stand out.
Totally. I think the like, so much of the work that I do, and like I think I have a very self-serving point of view in this because I do a lot of work with Clay and Apollo in like working with data and coming up with these campaigns and coming up with the sequences. And yes, I'd say for a large number of the folks I work with, we'll have some similarities to the messaging, to the sequences, to the styles. But I probably have 27 different creative plays or just plays, campaigns that I like to run. I've got like a doc of them, and I haven't seen anything that all I've seen with the AI SDR is like here's the standard plays, right? It's not going as deep into like, what is the context behind the play and how do we sort between these 27 different ones that have, been successful? And then how do you pick? Because sometimes I don't know. I think the data will be in there, but the data of like what's worked in the past absolutely will be there. It might be tough to tie it to like, okay, it worked because it was just before the G2 conference, or like there's data outside the system that's maybe important that isn't in there yet.